Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today I want to share with you this particular story. It's about Zelensky, where he was talking with the United Nations, and the address was in the context of the Security Council. And during this address, which was a video address, he accused Russia of being a terrorist state, and he says that let's take a look at what he says. He says that he wanted to expel Moscow from the United Nations and to create a tribunal to investigate actions of the Russian military in Ukraine. He says Russia does not have the right to take part in discussing and voting in regard to the war in Ukraine, which is unprovoked and simply colonialist of the part of Russia. I urge you to deprive the delegation of the terrorist state of its powers. This is what he was saying, and it was surprising to me, this fact. They say the council met after Ukraine said a Russian missile strike deliberately targeted a shopping mall. This happened in the city of Kremenchuk, and this is what Russia said, that they struck a nearby depot of US and European arms, triggering an explosion which caused a fire in the mall. But the last part is probably the most important. This comes from Rosemary DiCarlo, which is United Nations Political Affairs Chief, which is, of course, is from the United States. She says, "We have run out of words to describe the senselessness, futility, and cruelty of this war, urging all parties to protect civilians and civilian infrastructure." So where to begin? This is the lady, Rosemary DiCarlo, United Nations Under Secretary General for Political and Peacebuilding Affairs. Of course, is from the United States, which makes it all the more hypocritical. Let's go into some detail. They say the first one is that they invoked this meeting. Let's see. Yeah, they invoked this meeting after Ukraine said that Russian missile strike deliberately targeted a shopping mall, right? So the hypocrisy of this is multi-dimensional. There has been numerous attacks from the United States, which repeatedly attacks sovereign countries all over the world. All over the world, really. Just for example, they attacked Syria with missile strikes, and I never saw the Security Council meeting for that. Saudi Arabia continues to attack Yemen. They attacked Afghanistan for 20 years. They attacked recently Iraq, where they killed an Iranian general, and I didn't see any of that, and they continue to do it. The United States is illegally occupying a big portion, up to a third of Syria, and I don't see the Security Council, holding a video conference from the president of Syria complaining about this. So apart from the fact that there are numerous accounts of the fact that what Russia says is true, like they struck a nearby depot of US and European arms, and this triggered an explosion which caused a fire in the mall. So actually, the last statement from this lady, Rosemary DiCarlo, urging all parties to protect civilians and civilian infrastructure applies more correctly to Ukraine. So Ukraine has been in several occasions accused and proven guilty of using civilian infrastructure to hide weapons, to hide ammunition and all kinds of weapons and military installations in kindergartens and all kinds of things. So they are not protecting civilians. What they are doing is they are actively using civilians as human shields. And then when something happens and someone dies, they blame Russia for this. So it's just a tragedy overall that people are dying, but it is also very hypocritical of this lady, Rosemary DiCarlo, to say we have run out of words to describe the senselessness, futility, and cruelty of this war. What about the war in Yemen? No, nobody talks about the war in Yemen. The war continues, and I never saw anyone calling for a worldwide ban of all American products or worldwide ban of all products from Saudi Arabia or anything like that. Where is the worldwide ban for all the attacks that Israel continues to do on the territory of Syria or in on the Gaza area? There's endless points where they are not reacting in the same way. That's why it's hypocritical. I'm always in favor of peace. I think a solution for this will be peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. I already made a couple of videos talking about this. The latest was on my prediction of what kind of peace terms will Russia impose on Ukraine. This is my opinion, but I think the solution for this is not more war. The solution is not more weapons. The solution is peace talks and negotiations. This is absolutely true. It was true on the first day of the military operation, and it continues to be true. And this military conflict will end the time that willingly or unwillingly the Ukrainian government decides to sit and sign and suit for peace. That's what it will happen. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it, and as always I ask you to please like this video, share it in social media, and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.